anyway, man. This in the lab live. Used to bake pies, now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah, go ahead subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see, it's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the dish till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters, shout out my moderators. They make the show greater, main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad, they love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lag slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, really niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey, this in the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Can y'all hear me out there? Make sure you double tapping that screen, man. You know, if you on my vertical, man. Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know. Can you hear me? Am I coming through good? Can you hear me? Am I choppy? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know if y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? She says loud and clear, man. Welcome to the live stream, guys. You know what I'm saying? We most definitely over here on the vertical live, you know what I'm saying? So if you in the other live, make sure you come over here to the vertical live, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at the moment. Make sure you double tapping that screen. That's how you get the likes up over here, man. As I got some updates for y'all, you know what I'm saying, from what we covered yesterday on the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Man situation, guys. Yeah, man, social media most definitely been going crazy. It's a lot of people speaking on this whole entire situation. And let me tell y'all this, man. This whole entire situation made it to one of my favorite news sources, guys. Law and Crime, you know what I'm saying, where they are most definitely speaking on this whole situation as well, guys, as well as the paperwork, you know, so we don't have to speculate or try to break down ourselves, you know what I'm saying. They most definitely broke it all the way down for us, so we will be taking a look at that, as well as some of the things that I was able to find on social media, guys. You know, I was telling y'all a bunch of stories, you know, about some of the things I had heard about this whole entire situation, and hey, man, today I came with the proof, you know what I'm talking about? Today I came with the proof. Let me take this down. That's how you do that. I bet, you know what I'm saying? We ain't been on the vertical in a minute over here, man, but we most definitely finna get to it with all the latest and breaking updates that have been taking place. Hold on real quick. Let me get this up here. All right, so first up, we got Hernandez Govan, you know, basically speaking on how all of this came to be, some of the situations that could have possibly led to Pooh Shiesty doing what he did, guys. You know, if you don't know, if you've been sleeping up under a rock somewhere, they saying that Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, as well as Pooh Shiesty's father and some other guys, basically robbed Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying, and made him sign an affidavit, you know what I'm saying, to basically take Pooh Shiesty out of his contract. Hold on. Now, I told y'all about Scar, you know, basically what I had heard about Scar, you know, being involved in this, well, not being involved, but being a reasoning for this whole situation going on. What's up, y'all? What's up, Val? Yeah, she said the paperwork is out. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The paperwork is most definitely out, as well as video and photos of what took place that day. What's up, Pressure? All right, so if you read the screen, it says Hernandez Govan says that Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane because of how he handled the situation with his cousin, Big Scar, guys. Y'all remember I told y'all that yesterday, you know, but I was only able to tell y'all that that was one of the people, well, that was one of the situations that I heard that it was. Well, we got Hernandez Govan, the person who was involved in the young daughter situation, a Memphian, you know, basically speaking on this whole entire situation when it comes to what happened with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, guys. Check it out. Let me press play.
And Woody Hernandez, Woodrico, I call him Woodrico. Woody a sucker, Gucci a sucker, you know what I'm saying? Turned out to be a sucker. I fuck a little baby though.
Just shit went left while everybody's kicking it. Because the feds are trying to claim this was like.
So as you hear, he's talking. Hold on, let me take this down real quick because I need to rewind it. Because he's talking to academics, guys. In case y'all don't know, hold on, I'm gonna put it back on there. I just wanted to start over fresh from the beginning. Hold on, let me get it back like I had it real quick. Hold up, blow it back up for y'all. Stop. I gotta blow it back up before I put it on the screen. Hold on. Oh, you won't be able to see what's going on. Oh my goodness! But this right here is something else. Hold on. Man, goodness gracious. Blow up. What are you doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can do it easier this way. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Hold up. I got it coming. Hold on. Y'all know me, I got to be right over here. All right, so here we go. Let me share it again. You know, I got to be right over here. Yeah, I'm like a perfectionist. It got to be right. If I'm going to present it, I'm going to present it right. Let me get it back up here. All right, here we go. All right, y'all should be able to see. All right, so there goes, you see what it's saying about Scar. Okay, so let me press play so we can hear Govan.
Nah, man, Gucci planted that seed himself, man. When he did that sucker shit to Big Scar. It's like you supposed to be worth however much money you worth. Wait.
For some of the people watching, could you explain?
So you hear him say Gucci put all this in motion when he did whatever he did to Big Scar.
What did he do to Big Scar? Because Big Scar passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all double tapping that screen, guys. Get the light.
Very talented artist from the city, from Big Scar from South Memphis. Anyway, that's Shiesty cousin. He signed in 1017. He ended up passing away on he overdosed by mistake. And so when he died, instead of Gucci being concerned about paying for the funeral, his first request was to the family. He wanted the 1017 chains back. And it's just crazy. You're supposed to be Gucci man, and you worried about these little bullshit ass chains. No disrespect to Scar, because I'm sure they was some trouble.
Saying that Gucci was worried about them chains, that 1017 chain that he gave Scar. He told the family that he wanted the chain back. People were feeling like he shouldn't have been worried about them chains. What do you worry about some chains for when somebody lost their life and you're supposed to be a millionaire?
Trophies to him and his family, but to Gucci, that should have been the last thing on his mind when his artist just, mistakenly OD. So, and then, they had to go through hoops to get a nigga to send some money, for the funeral or whatever. They had to blast him on social media to get him to do that. So he just had a sucker attack and all that shit. Pooh Shiesty them didn't respect it. So that's where it started, and and it's like a domino effect.
So where did Gucci and Pooh Shiesty fall out? Because I'm watching one of the videos, and I think it's one of his earlier videos. I don't know if it was 762 God, but he has like a video where he's showing off, yo, I just got my 1017 chain, and Gucci's on FaceTime, and it looks like he's pretty loyal, or it looked like they had a decent relationship.
So are you referring to a video that he shot since he been home? Or
no, it's an old video. But we never seen any like signs that it went bad.
Yeah. So again, when
so if y'all don't know, this is Hernandez Govan. Basically speaking the details of what went on that caused Pooh Shiesty to do what he did, guys. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all about it yesterday, but now I'm letting y'all hear.
Scar died, Shiesty was locked up. So that's why we never really kind of like seen how Shiesty felt or the fallout, because Shiesty was locked up.
Hey, positive
vibes.
Fast
forward to him getting out. Now it's time to address what you did to my cousin.
Ooh. Okay. So it looked like Pooh Shiesty didn't forget about what happened to Big Scar. He was trying to rectify some stuff.
No, ain't no way. That's his family. That's his blood. He ain't gonna go get his family for Gucci. And there's a lot of shit that Gucci was doing. It just kind of showed you, You know, a lot of them Atlanta niggas some suckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, just look at them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Cutter Girl? We on the vertical if y'all don't know.
Woody a sucker, Gucci a sucker, you know what I'm saying? Thug turns out to be a sucker. I fuck a little baby though.
Just shit went left while everybody's kicking it. Because the feds is trying to claim this was like...
Nah, man. You know,
right.
Gucci planted this
so
thing himself, man. You know, when he...
So we hear Hernandez Govan basically saying that Gucci planted that seed, you know, when he did what he did with Big Scar, guys, which could most definitely be a driving force in what happened. And on top of that, you got Shiesty, you know, coming with that FDO basically saying, hey, you know, he ain't do nothing for me, you know, while I was locked up, you know, saying that nobody didn't send him nothing, not even Gucci. All right, so we also got Charleston White basically on the phone with academics, you know, giving his perspective of what went on with Big Scar. Hold on, I mean, not Big Scar, but Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man. Hold on, let me blow this up. Goodness gracious, come on, man. Hold on, let me blow it up real quick if I can. Man, just let me blow it up while I go. The man seeming like it ain't gonna let me blow this one up. Forget it, I ain't gonna blow it up. We just gonna play it like it TI is, guys. I ain't got time to be playing and be wrestling with it. Hold up. All right, so we got Charleston White, you know, basically giving his perspective to academics. Now, a lot of people, even Rollo, spoke on this situation. You know what I'm saying? So let's go here. It says Charleston White says Gucci Man is on medication and a voice calling him a snitch while speaking with AK. You know, a lot of people are saying that Gucci ain't the same Gucci no more. You know, basically Gucci Man is on his medication and it makes him not who he is. They even saying that his mom is saying that's not my son. That medication got Gucci out of his mind. Let's go.
So you don't look at Gucci like he's a snitch, right?
Gucci on medication. He got to do what's told.
Gucci is on medication. He got to do what's told.
Gucci dance, and you ain't seen that in 20 years. All he do is smile.
What type of medication is that?
Some type of antidepressant or psychotropic. Remember, she said the boy been battling mental illness. She got him on medication. That's why he's so mild, mannered, and calm. And docile. He like the gorilla when you go see him at the zoo. We be wanting him to swing from the tree, and he just sitting on the log looking. He done been sedated with the medication.
Is that a one-time thing, or you got to take it like every day or every other day?
They ain't taking it every day because they can't stand for him to be off. If he be off, he might think about it. He go to hearing them ghosts in the house, remember? He say he heard Pookie talking to him.
He said that?
He said that. Yeah, the nigga say he used to hear Pookie in the house.
Oh, he did say that.
Okay, and for y'all who don't know, I think that's the Pookie Loke dude that was down with Jeezy that Gucci wound up unaliving, guys, saying that basically, hey, if he don't take that medication, he hunted by the ghost, you know, of Pookie Loke, basically the person that he unalived, you know, it took out the game. So Charleston White is alleging that Gucci got to stay on that medicine or he goes crazy. Let's go.
Man, y'all think he just rapping, man. That nigga did it.
When I did my...
Because now we're a victim of crime. We get you criminally, we get you civilly, and we get you contractual.
So you don't look at Gucci like he's a snitch, right?
Gucci on medication. He got to do what's told.
Once again, he say Gucci got to do what's told. Thanks for the good positive vibes. I can't see it, but thank you.
You ain't seen that in 20 years. All he do is smile.
What type of medication is that?
Some type of antidepressant or psychotropic. Remember, she said the boy been battling mental illness. She got him on medication. That's why he's so mild, mannered, and calm. And docile. He like the gorilla when you go see him at the zoo. We be wanting him to swing from the tree and just sitting on the log looking. He done been sedated with
Appreciate you, Fresh.
Is that a one-time thing, or you got to take it like every day or every other day?
They ain't taking it every day because they can't stand praying for him to be off. If he be off, he might come about it. He go to hearing them ghosts in the house, remember? He say he heard Pookie talking to him.
He said that?
He said that. Yeah, the nigga say he used to hear Pookie in the house.
Oh, he did say that.
Man, y'all think he just rapping. Man, that nigga did it.
When I did,
all right, I think they played a clip of him basically saying that he heard Pookie low. All right, let's keep it moving, guys, because there's plenty more where all of this is coming from. Like I said, the whole social media has been talking about this situation, and it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Hold on real quick. All right, let's get so I heard that Big 30 is being represented by Yo Gotti's attorney, guys. You know, they saying that Yo Gotti attorney is representing Big 30 in this case that they involved in. Let's hear what he had to say about Big 30, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin / best friend, you know, being represented, guys, by Yo Gotti's attorney. Hold up, let's get it right. Let's blow it up some more. Hold on. There we go. All right, I'm getting it down with the blow up. Let's go though. It says Yo Gotti's lawyer now representing Big 30 in federal robbery and kidnapping charge. This is what he had to say about Big 30, guys, and his involvement in all of this. Let's go.
He doesn't have a criminal history, doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, you know, some magical music.
Hey, if you're on the horizontal live, which is I put it on members only, come on over here to the vertical live, guys. Double tap that screen, get the likes up. If you're on a mobile device, double tap your screen or click the 3 dots in the right hand corner and hit that thumbs up, guys. It helps out the channel. I most definitely appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys. We most definitely walking it down.
I just hope that people will wait to pass judgment on Rodney and these other individuals until all the facts come out. He doesn't have a criminal history, doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, you know, some magical music. I just hope that people will wait to pass judgment on Rodney and these other individuals until all the facts come out. He doesn't.
All right, so it says Big 30 just made a major move in his federal case. Reports say that Yo Gotti's longtime lawyer, Arthur Horn, is now representing him in the robbery and kidnapping situation tied to Pooh Shiesty and that alleged studio incident. The attorney is already speaking out, saying people need to wait for all of the facts before judging, but with everything coming out, the internet's still going crazy with opinions. Y'all think this is a smart move, getting someone tied with CMG like that, or does it make the situation look even deeper, guys? So we got Big 30 being represented by Yo Gotti's personal attorney, and yes, he's most definitely speaking out, you know, on behalf of his client and saying, hey man, y'all need to wait before y'all start passing judgment, because y'all may not know everything that's going on. He also makes it a point to say that Big 30 has no criminal record, guys. Tricky says that don't matter, them boys cooked. All right, my G, everybody entitled to their opinion, but let's keep it moving, man, because there's plenty more to go where this is coming from, guys. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all are double tapping that screen if you don't mind, man. Make sure you most definitely getting those likes up. All right, let me see where else we got. We also got a lot of people speaking on this situation, man. You know, one of the internet's favorites most definitely came out and spoke on this situation as well. Nobody else but Finesse 2 times most definitely commented on all this as well. Let's see what Finesse had to say about this situation with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. Hold on, we'll get it up here. So we got Finesse, you know, basically speaking on this situation as well. It says, hold on. It says, Finesse 2 times doesn't believe Gucci Mane was snitched, but his longtime security guard, who is retired police officer, may tell on Pooh Shiesty. Let's go. Let's see what Finesse had to say.
WAP, the one that's talking. That man 50-something years old. He got a wife and kids and family and all of those. You can't really tell him what to do. You got some who still live by the street code. I I respect it. I don't respect who get in the streets, do shit, and then tell to get out of it. I don't respect it. No. I feel like if you did that, you need to stand on it. In any situation. That we said, I'm a retired police officer. With that being said, Gucci been having the same security guard for a while. The security guard boy ain't boy about his life. He just ain't boy. If that motherfucking security guard boy press the issue, dog, that shit gonna get ugly, dog.
It's gonna get real ugly.
The one that's talking. That man 50-something years old. He got a wife.
So he don't believe that Gucci Man is the one that's talking. But I'm here to let y'all know, man, it's affidavits out there that say Gucci Man most definitely did some talking. He basically ID'd. He ID'd Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty as the people who took something from him. But we'll give you the spiel in case you just got in here. We'll listen to Finesse one more time. Man, make sure y'all getting that like button up. It ain't hard. Double tap the screen if you're on a mobile device, or click the 3 dots, hit that thumbs up, man. It helps out the channel. Also subscribe if you're new.
And kids and family and all of those, you can't really tell them what to do. You got some who still live by the street code. I respect it. I don't respect who
he is talking real clear, Alicia.
And then tell to get out of it. I don't respect it. No. I feel like if you did that, you need to stand on it in any situation. That we said, I'm a retired police officer. With that being said, Gucci been having the same security guard for a while. The security guard boy ain't boy.
Yes, I do.
About his life. He just ain't boy. If that motherfucking security guard boy press the issue, dog, that shit gonna get ugly, dog. I don't think it's WAP the one that's talking. That man 50-something years old. He got a wife.
So we got South there.
And all of those.
Hold on.
You can't really tell him what to do. You got something.
All right, so we got South that says, so what if Gucci told? I would have too. This was business, not street-ish. I understand you, G. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? They did take his valuables, guys. They did rob Gucci at the end of the day. You know, but at the end of the day, Gucci's supposed to be a real street ninja. And they don't understand how a real street ninja could be telling anything. But at the same time, like you just said, my guy, it is people out there, you know, that basically agree with your point of view, man. You know what I'm saying? None other. We're gonna go to none other than Bubba Dub. You know what I'm saying? Old dude from Dallas, the comedian, you know, basically putting his thoughts on the flow, man. This is what he said, you know, regarding Gucci Man and Pooh Shiesty. Let's go.
He didn't tell nobody but the law.
He said Gucci told the law.
I told y'all, man. People who are paying goddamn taxes and law-abiding citizens, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, come on.
I like Bubba Dub. He be having me tripping out. Bubba Dub most definitely is in favor of snitching when it comes to his comedian skills, man. He say he gonna tell on everybody. He say, look, man, you know, just like old dude just said, this ain't no street business. This was real business, and y'all try to bring street politics into it. Nah, he's saying that Pooh Shiesty and them did exactly what they supposed to do.
That shit dead. Robbing people, trying to goddamn extort. That shit dead. Gucci Man done what he was supposed to do. Put the laws in the line. Gucci Man and his team been working behind the scene. Effortless. Gucci Man got robbed and didn't tell nobody but the law. I told y'all, man. People who are paying goddamn taxes and law-abiding citizens, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, come on.
Come on.
That shit dead. Robbing people, trying to goddamn extort. That shit dead. Gucci Man done what he was supposed to do. Put the laws in them niggas' lives. What Gucci Man and his team been working behind the scenes. Effortless.
All right, so we got Bubba Dub take. Bubba Dub says, hey, man, Hey man, look, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. This ain't got nothing to do with the streets. You know, basically this was business, and yeah, he shouldn't have never done that. Now he got to pay the price. That's what he's saying. Okay, all right. So let me go to the point before we move on. Hold on, real quick. Let me see where we're at. Hold on. Okay, I got to make sure where I'm at before I put it up here. All right, so let's go here. You know, one of my favorite people, you know what I'm saying, to speak on a lot of things, you know, is 1090 Jake, right? He most definitely made a post about this too, you know, where he basically spoke his opinion on what's going on. You know, he the one that be coming with the paperwork half of the time. Hold up. Let me blow this up real quick. Y'all know it gotta be right. All right. So let me get this over here, you know what I'm saying? Get it on the screen for y'all. Let's see what 1090 Jake had to say about this whole situation. Yeah, the paperwork is most definitely out, but look who we got in here. We got Rollo in the building. He say he might not get life, but he gonna be a bit older when he do land. So you got Rollo in the building, you know what I'm saying? I know it may be hard for y'all to see, but Fam Goon, Rollo, he most definitely spoke on this way. He spoke the act too, but he's in 1090 Jake comments. He said he might not get life, talking about Pooh Shiesty, but he will be a bit older once he gets out. But let's go.
Kidnapped Gucci Mane, and Gucci said he did it. According to the paperwork, Shiesty, his dad, and
y'all heard him say, you know, Gucci Mane said he did it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning he identified him. You know, this is Shiesty, this is 30, and this is Shiesty's dad, guys. And he most definitely got locked up as well. But let's go. He got the piece of the paperwork back here too, but you can't see it because his head in front of it. But let's go.
Memphis rapper Big 30 had Gucci pinned in a corner inside of a recording booth. Shiesty up Draco, and they made him sign a release letting him go from the 1017 label before robbing Gucci of his earrings, jewelry, his wedding ring, and cash. But it gets better. Shiesty had 6 of his goons with him. They robbed Gucci's camera.
Y'all can't see everything real good, but these are photos of the things that they allegedly took from Gucci, guys. You know what I'm saying? I see a Rolex, I see the 1017 chain, you know, and there's some other pictures of them as far as them, the hotel they stayed in, and them leaving from the recording studio. You know, don't forget, they said Big 30 recorded the whole thing, you know, as like blackmail against Gucci if he ever went public with the situation. So you could be getting a video, you know, here pretty soon whenever they get released. It say January 17, 2026, a story showing Glover with a Rolex that appears identical to the one stolen from MM, stating he got a new rope believed to be slang for watches or necklace. January 19th, 2026, videos of Glover wearing a necklace with a 1017 pendant that appears identical to the one stolen from BP. BP, I think, is Gucci, guys. Now, it's another story going on with this chain. Remember what I told y'all about Scar earlier? Big Scar, you know, Shiesty's cousin. Well, they're saying that the chain, you know, that pendant, the 1017, was actually Scar's chain. Another thing they're saying is they don't have that the police don't have any kind of evidence of Pooh Shiesty doing anything. That's why I said it's a chance, you know, that Pooh Shiesty may not get as much time as people think he's gonna get, because according to sources that I have, they have no real evidence against Shiesty besides him being there. They saying he never pulled out a strap. They don't got no real evidence of that, and you know they saying he didn't participate, you know, as far as the robbery and things of that nature. He just wanted out of his contract. But let's continue.
Cameraman and another man, and then posted all the shit that they took on social
What's
media.
What's up, Bless?
Now, Roger
we on the vertical.
Hey, Gucci would identify Pooh Shiesty was wearing a Shiesty during the robbery, and he'd also identify Big 30. On top of that, Pooh Shiesty's father cooperated in an old case and agreed to continue cooperating in future cases. His father's a government informant. So when all Pooh Shiesty lasted 5.5 months out of prison, he's on his way back, and as fast as he crashed out, he must have been missing somebody in there. Pooh Shiesty about to get life in federal prison because he robbed and kidnapped Gucci Mane.
So 1090 Jake feels like Pooh Shiesty gonna get life regardless. You know, he must not got the sources that I have, because I most definitely heard it. You know what I'm saying? They said forcing somebody to sign something will not hold up in court. I love barbecue. I'm just saying. We got South in here. He says, why everybody saying Gucci a snitch, but nobody saying Pooh Shiesty is a dummy? Hey man, well, according to some paperwork from Rack 100. You know what I'm saying? Why you even got me on this snitching topic? Let's go back. According to some paperwork by that's been posted by Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100 is a legend. Hold up. Let me get it here. Hold on. Let me blow it up. Y'all know I gotta do. Man, listen. I'm just saying. Hold on. So according to Wack 100, you know, who people call him a snitch as well. He's saying that basically y'all jumping on Gucci top, but y'all should be on Pooh Shiesty and his daddy top. Because according to him, Wack 100 shares alleged paperwork exposing Pooh Shiesty and his father as informants. So now that all of this has came out, they saying, you know, that basically Pooh Shiesty and his daddy are already informants, that they snitches too. I don't know how true it is. I'm just saying. But he most definitely posted some paperwork. It says the 100 show, which is Wack 100. He said, stop assuming about LaFleur 1017, which is Gucci, and talk about what's really on the paperwork. And Pooh Shiesty daddy being a rat since 2009 and his son a mice since 2022. Sincerely, the ex-posers, guys. And he goes on to basically present some paperwork, you know, showing that Pooh Shiesty, yeah, Alicia B say what? Man, y'all know I be over here, man. I be on this hip hop stuff. So basically, he shows paperwork saying that Pooh Shiesty and his daddy are most definitely rats themselves. You know, while people are jumping to conclusions about Gucci Mane. Now, I ain't finna read all this, you know, because it's a lot to read. I ain't reading all this, but he most definitely posted a whole bunch of paperwork, you know, on these guys, basically saying, hey, that Pooh Shiesty and his pop are snitches as well, guys. This is Wack 100's paperwork, you know, basically trying to prove that Pooh Shiesty, you know, and his dad are informants as well. You know what I'm saying? When the rats turn into rats, guys, I'm just saying. They say Pooh snitch on a case in Miami. Well, there you go. Must be the one that Wack talking about. What's up with it, Baller? Yeah, so they most definitely done posted Pooh Shiesty and his daddy paperwork. Yeah, Alicia B. Yeah, it's serious like that, Alicia B. I'm just saying. She said, man, that's crazy. Hey, they saying that the daddy has been a snitch since I think it said 2009, and Pooh Shiesty turned into a snitch in 2022, according to Wack 100, guys. Now, I don't know if y'all take Wack word as serious, but they most definitely saying that, hey, Pooh Shiesty and them on the other side of the fence as well. So don't be so quick to jump on Gucci when you got the father and the son being rats themselves. Remember I told y'all yesterday, like father, like son. That's crazy. But hey, I showed y'all the paperwork. I ain't finna take all day and read all of it, but you most definitely seen it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get from there. All right, since we was on the snitching topic, guys, I still got a little bit more before we get to where they break the paperwork all the way down for us. Shout out to CB and Josh. They most definitely did one on this as well, where they broke down the paperwork as well, you know, and went all the way through it. You know, they did it too yesterday. Hold on real quick. Let me see where I'm at, because I'm trying to get to the one where they basically posted and said that Gucci Mane, you know, oh yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. So this is crazy right here as well, because there was with those accusations that Wack 100 been putting out. It was somebody else that put it out as well. Shout out to Miss T for being a member for the last 33 months. Appreciate you. All right, so Pooh Shiesty had already, you know, basically been fighting these allegations anyway. You know what I'm saying? To where he had took to social media and basically posted his paperwork, you know, trying to prove that he wasn't a snitch, guys. So this is something with Pooh Shiesty. Says Pooh Shiesty posted 2 hours before on Instagram his paperwork, proving he wasn't a snitch. Then 2 hours later, went to rob Gucci Mane at gunpoint. He posted at 1 p.m. and got to the studio at 3 p.m. for this heist, according to the feds, guys. So he went from trying to prove that he wasn't no snitch, you know what I'm saying, to doing something to get him locked up, all in the same day, all within a couple of hours. Hold on, let's see if I can get it big so y'all can see it.
The indictment out there.
Hold on. So, because I just showed y'all what old buddy.
So we got indicted twice, nigga. So they smacked us with more charges, nigga. Thinking that shit would break us or make us, nigga. Conspiracy to possess firearms in front of the drug trafficking, violent crimes, nigga. 3 other sided niggas you will ever see, nigga. Name on a piece of paperwork, nigga. Bankroll, D-roll, nigga. These niggas solid, nigga. These niggas solid, nigga.
So this is him, you know, basically trying to counter these accusations that people are making with him being a snitch. And I guess in that 2022 case, he posted this at 1 p.m., went to the studio at 3 p.m. and robbed Gucci Mane. Lord have mercy. He say traumatized. They don't know the half.
We kept it G. We traumatized about this shit, my nigga. For real, nigga, I really went through it. Nigga, you nigga better watch y'all mouth when y'all say a nigga name, cuz I was facing 20 plus or 20 plus another 20 plus life, nigga. Never told it, never folded, nigga. All my shit add up, nigga. Yeah, nigga, every page add up. You see 1 through.
He said never told it, never folded. All of his stuff add up. Stop playing with his name. That's what Shiesty say. He say he was facing a lot of time. Gina say, dang. Yeah, man. Pressure says, wow, how dumb could you and your father and family members be? Shaking my head. Well, daddy a gangster too, man. Like father, like son. But Pooh Shiesty say he ain't told on nobody.
10 on anything. Stop playing with a nigga name, nigga made, nigga, for real. You niggas don't know the half of this shit or what's really going on, nigga. Yeah, my paperwork 4,000 pages long.
4,000 pages.
This shit. You niggas don't know what really going on. You know what you see on the internet, you content creating ass niggas. Supersede indictment, man. This the indictment out the original indictment. So we got indicted twice, nigga. So they smacked us with more charges, nigga. Thinking that shit would break us or make us, nigga. Conspiracy.
They say the mama a gangster too, man.
To possess firearms in front of the drug trafficking, violent crimes, nigga. 3 other sided niggas you will ever see, nigga. Name on a piece of paperwork, nigga. Bankroll, D-roll, nigga. These niggas solid, nigga. These niggas solid, nigga. We kept it G. We traumatized about this shit, my nigga. For real, nigga, I really went through it. Nigga, you nigga better watch y'all mouth when y'all say a nigga name, cuz I was facing 20 plus or 20 plus another 20 plus life, nigga. Never told it, never folded, nigga.
Facing a 20 plus another 20 plus another 20 plus a life. Woo! God, dog, man. Some people don't learn. If they tried to give me that much time, I think I would have been a squirrel when I got out of jail. You wouldn't have to worry about me doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give me a job, or if I'm a rapper like him, I'm just be a rapper. You know, I'm not doing nothing illegal. 20 plus a 20 plus a 20 plus a life. Oh, man, that's enough to get you out the streets right there. I'm just saying, I don't know what was going through Pooh Shiesty's mind. 20 plus a 20 plus another 20. And a life sentence, boy, you still out here acting a fool? You better go sit down somewhere, boy. You trying to throw your life away. You acting like you got a boyfriend in jail. I'm just saying, though. All right, so if things couldn't get any worse, guys, if it couldn't get any worse, right? Hold on. I'm trying to blow it up and keep on playing. Hold up. It says, back when Pooh Shiesty was on IG Live with his father, mob boss, and they was flexing on each other. See, like father, like son, guys. Let me see if I can blow this up real quick. Hold on. I ain't gonna worry about it. All right, so this Pooh Shiesty and his pops flexing on IG on each other. See, man, that's why I don't want my kids to be no gangsters, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Go to school, go to college, get you a good job, and live like a square. Be a regular tax-paying citizen, so you don't have to worry about nothing. But this is what academics posted, you know, when it comes with, like I told y'all, like father, like son, with Shiesty dad supposed to be in the gangster too, and them flexing on Instagram.
This shit can go for my last name. Real talk. This shit gonna go my last name. Bullshit. The good way though, like we ain't like not the plucking bullshit. On bullshit, like this shit could be my name. Bullshit ass wood.
Now go Pop.
CEO got on there.
Now go at Daddy.
What's up? They talking. What they talking about? Like what they talking about? We were what? 13 deep and 13.
Got his daddy on here. Man, you see what I'm saying, man? Ain't no way.
Tappers. Eat the tap out. What you got going, CEO?
I wish mine would.
Let's show him a little something. You ain't gotta do too much.
No shit, man. I just went and bought me a new computer.
You got him a MacBook.
I went and bought me a new motherfucking setup, man. So I just got to work.
I just bought one of them. Shit, I just bought the whole studio. I got the whole studio in the back seat.
Shout out to On the Streets for being a member for the last 32 months. He say salute. Already my G.
My pop your shit one time.
One time, CEO. One.
We been having shit like this just to be online.
I ain't gonna lie, man. For what I'm giving y'all, man, my likes is way low, guys. My likes is way low. We almost 200 deep in the building. Only got 71 likes. If you in here hovering around in my bushes, man, if you on my normal stream, come over here to the shorts feed, man. I mean to the vertical live, man, and double tap the screen over here so we can get these likes up. We should be past 100 by now. I don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? So Shiesty in here, you know, he's showing a whole bunch of bread, and his daddy just showed a laptop. They most definitely flexing on the haters in this IG post right here.
One time,
Him and his dad.
Come on now, you know how we came out. You know how we came out like that. We just came out like that.
You, man.
What you got going on there? Ooh, what you got going on?
I don't think you
Daddy got the money too, so you don't try to flex on me like
I
that.
don't think you got nothing over there.
You can't spread it.
Man, Mom ball.
Mom ball how to spread.
Now this ain't Shiesty and just anybody, guys. This is Shiesty going back and forth with his pops, who is also a gangster too. Daddy stacking up the money over there, all in rubber bands.
Hello.
Look at Daddy bread over there. Daddy bread big over there too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's flexing with the cash, guys.
For the God, man, we the richest label, man. Who you want to sign to, me or Pop? We got Mob Time and Chopper Gang going on. Or we might sign to both.
Now go promote.
Come on,
we y'all about to put that little bit ass shit up.
You know we are going to the giant. Look though, but check
Y'all
it
want me to
out.
put all the backpack?
Whatever you want, you better stop before we break this shit out for you.
Us to do that. You know we can hold this shit.
85, we most definitely not forgetting no likes, my guy. That's part of being in this stream. You don't hit the like button, it's forget you. We'll block you over here. The likes is mandatory. Hit that like button, man. It help out my channel. Don't you want to see me grow? Double tap that screen. If you have not, if you're on a mobile device, so click the 3 dots in the right-hand corner and hit that thumbs up. I don't know what you talking about.
It ain't nothing. If it can hold in our hands, it ain't nothing.
They flex the cash, guys.
Ticket check. Let's show you my neck pillow.
That shit with ease, though.
My neck, my new car, man. Don't do too much.
I'm gonna go to the bank too, though. I'm gonna go to the bank.
I'm playing my boy.
You finna go to the bank. We already in the car. Shit. Look how we open our door.
Yeah.
Look how we open our doors and shit, man. We can't get out.
We can't even get out the car,
right? I want to tell you we broke it. Free
him and his daddy flexing a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's what I want to show them. Oh God, my little pocket. But this was all in my pocket.
Hello.
This what I keep in my pocket. This all I got.
I ain't showing them, Pop. They don't deserve it.
I'm gonna put all this shit in the bank, man. I'm gonna break out the card, man. I'm walking around with a card, so don't try me.
Man, when they see that motherfucker black is Samuel Jackson, they gonna know what's up. They black card pop out. We finna push up though, it's overstood. Big brother.
Big brother. I wish my son would talk to me like that. We be having a problem, man. Yeah, man, I don't want to do no crimes or nothing like that with my son, man. I want my kids to be productive, man, in life. Do not be a gangster. I don't want you to be no G. I don't want you to be none of that. I just want you to be productive and successful in life, man. Forget all that. Forget all that other stuff they talking about, man. Forget all of that. You see where that gets you. You know what I'm saying? Locked up somewhere. All right, so let's go here. Hold up real quick. All right, let's go right here. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here we go. Hold up. Let me get it on the screen for y'all. Let me get it up here. Hold on. Y'all know I try to blow it up and stuff so we can see. But we pretty much already know this one. Let me go to something else. Hold on. Where is the one where they were showing the paperwork with Gucci basically snitching? Or them saying that Gucci Man snitched on Shiesty. Hold up. Here we go. No, this ain't the one. This the one. This the one saying that Big 30 recorded the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's allegedly a video of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Where they saying that basically they recorded the whole situation. And now I don't know if this is actual or not, but this is attached to a picture that's been going around where they saying they got the actual footage, but I don't think this can't be that. Now I ain't gonna even go with that because they said they was inside the studio and they held everybody at gunpoint, and this one got somebody being robbed in the elevator. So we ain't gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that one. Hold up. All right. So with everybody saying that Gucci Man is a potential snitch, it's actually a video that's being floating around out here, y'all, that's showing Gucci Man speaking on snitching. You know what I'm saying? With him basically speaking on what snitching, as you can see in the title. I'm trying to see if I can blow it up. Hold on. I ain't gonna even worry about it. It says video is going viral after fans claim Gucci Mane told on Pooh Shiesty after his recent arrest. Gucci spoke in the past about power of snitching and explains why the conviction rate is 98%. Let's see what Gucci Mane had to say when it comes to snitching.
So once you've been in the feds, you get out, you understand the power of snitching because everybody snitches. Because that's why they got the conviction rate of 98%. Because everybody who goes to the feds, they really plead guilty or they tell. It's not no like fighting trial and people beating it. You know, that's like 1 out of 10.
I want you to say that again for the audience.
It's not no fighting trial and beating it.
It's Gucci Man speaking on snitching.
They're always winning
because they don't even take the case unless they got all the evidence. That's how they go by their business. They're not just taking cases.
Right.
They taking cases that they know they.
I'm with you, my guy. He said that ain't the real Gucci. Yeah, the fat Gucci is the real Gucci. They saying this Gucci is a clone. I understand, Jose. I believe after all of this right here and him telling on Shiesty, I most definitely believe this might be the clone Gucci, man. I'm just saying. Hey, man. First I was like, man, they ain't cloning nobody. Then when my favorite rapper, they started saying he was a snitch, I'm like, oh man, hell no. They gotta clone Gucci, man. This ain't the right Gucci. This somebody else. I like the fat Gucci. I don't know this little thin dude.
They gonna be able to, they got you. They ain't even coming to them.
Right.
So that let me know just like the snitches is what doing this. Because I'm seeing, you befriend people in there and they showing you, man, like these are confidential informants. These are paid informants. You can just pay, get out of jail. And one thing, it made me grateful of my freedom and move different. But second, I got an education of the laws and how they go. So once you've been in the feds, you get out, you understand the power of snitching because everybody snitches. Because that's why they got the conviction rate of 9.
So you hear Gucci talking about his time being in jail, and basically, how everybody is snitching, including him, because they most definitely say that he is a big snitch now. I'm trying to find the one where they say that he told it. I think I had saved it yesterday. Let me keep on scrolling through here real fast so I can show it to y'all. Where did it go? Bam. I think this is it. All right, here we go. All right, so I found the one, where they basically said that Gucci Man identified, Pooh Shiesty. Hold on. See if I can blow it up a little bit. Hold up. Might be as big as it go right there. No, we still got more. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Miguel. Let's get it over there. Hold on. See if I can scroll it up. All right, so with these highlighted paragraphs, right, with these highlighted sentences, this is basically where they saying that that Gucci man told it, guys. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us like to be like, nah, man, not Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tim. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good y'all can see it, but this is most definitely where they saying that Gucci man is rap. It says DOJ docs claim Gucci man helped identify Pooh Shiesty and Big 30. You know what I'm saying? So according to the paperwork, they saying that Gucci man helped to identify 30 and Shiesty, guys. It says Junior MM and RD described Williams Jr. as wearing a black Nike band Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, and black pants during the offense. An online search of Williams Jr. matched the individual depicted throughout at Pooh Shiesty, guys. So it's saying MM and BP and RD all identified right. There you go. MM, BP, which and RD being Gucci, guys. RD being Gucci. Ryder Davis, you know what I'm saying? All helped identify Wright, a well-known hip-hop artist also known as Big 30, as present during the offense. MM and RD identified his Instagram account as CEO Big 30, which is verified by Instagram. The account contained photos of Wright and Williams Jr. and Waters, and investigators located let's see what this talking about over here. So it's even more, you know, here goes some more of the paperwork, guys, right here. All right, it says MMBP and RD all personally knew Williams Jr. by both his legal name and the name under which he performs, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty is a verified Instagram account, and the individual depicted throughout the account matches Williams, guys. So this is from the federal paperwork from the DOJ, guys. It says Junior MM and RD, which is Gucci, described Williams Jr. as wearing a black Nike band Shiesty mask, a black hood shirt, and black pants during the offense. An online search of Williams Jr. matched the individual depicted throughout at Pooh Shiesty, guys. So when they put that RD in there and say that he basically described what he was wearing, gave him his Instagram account, which is Shiesty, does that make Gucci a whole snitch out here, guys? You know, I guess it's depending on how you look at it, but it's looking like Gucci is a whole snitch out here. I'm just saying. Well Informed says social media solves another crime. I love it. Keep showing everything on social media when none of you have a job. Lord have mercy, Well Informed. All right, so Lulu says whoever called Gucci a snitch, he the victim who got robbed. You're something that support black on black crime that got camera footage, and it was an undercover cop involved. Well, according to the Black and White, man, they saying that Roderick Davis most definitely helped point out Pooh Shiesty, guys. It just is what it is, and Big 30. You know, so call it what you want, but they saying that Gucci is a snitch. If you got robbed, are you telling, or you not saying nothing? Well, it's all according to the street code. Precious, however you look at it, my guy. It's however you look at it. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? They did take from him. Gucci don't live that life no more. But at the same time, you know, Gucci is a street rapper, you know, and people feeling like what he did ain't street, but he most definitely told. Pooh Shiesty woke up in his cell still signed to Gucci. Man, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. But it's real, man. So this was the one that I was looking for to show y'all where they be saying that Gucci man is basically a snitch, guys. All right, so let's keep it moving. Hold on, because we're not done yet. You know, and these are such big players in the game, guys. When it comes to Gucci man and Pooh Shiesty, you know that this whole story got national attention, guys. So much attention that it made it to Law and Crime. You know what I'm saying? Where they broke the paperwork down and basically broke down the story of what actually took place when it comes to Gucci man, you know, and Pooh Shiesty in this whole entire situation. Shout out to Maddie, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Maddie for 5. She said, salute my head and IGT sidewalk gang. Shout out to the Golden Girls, most definitely in here. But on the paperwork, Gucci only put his initials, but the first 2 victims told first, which Gucci had no choice but to tell, or he would have been charged with holding evidence. Maybe so, you know what I'm saying? New, but at the same time, when you a real street ninja, you know what I'm saying? According to the streets, you ain't supposed to say nothing, no matter who done told it. You know what I'm saying? You keep your mouth closed and don't say nothing and let the police handle that. You know what I'm saying? According to Gucci, his security told they should have left out the stealing. Well, according to that paperwork, they saying that he identified them people as well. So he needs to go take it up with the DOJ and tell them to go get it right, because they making them look like a whole snitch out here, and that ain't what that is. But let's let this play, man, because they most definitely gonna give us the breakdown, show y'all the video, you know, the footage or whatever it is that they have, and also break down some of this paperwork. Shout out to Law and Crime. I most definitely exercised the Fair Use Act of 1976. This video is being used for educational purposes only. You know what I'm saying? Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, guys. All right, let's jump into it, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen. If you have not, if you're on a mobile device, simply double tap your screen or click the 3 dots in the right hand corner, hit that thumbs up, and most definitely subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's go.
Case on our hands, the alleged robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane.
This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we'll bring you swiftly to justice.
Wait until you hear not only the allegations,
heartbreaking, man, heartbreaking.
Surveillance, Instagram accounts, fingerprints. It is something to say the least. We have the criminal complaint that lays out everything, and we're going to break it all down for you right now.
Let's go.
Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, I have to share this. Some really exciting news, okay? We've spent so much time together here at Law and Crime.
We ain't doing that, sir.
Every wild twist, late night case that we wanted to find a way to thousands of hours of commercial-free episodes.
Let's keep this going, because we ain't doing that. No free promo.
And it makes sense. This time deal for just $3.99 a month, or was allegedly robbed and kidnapped by other rappers? So as the Department of Justice puts it in their release statement, quote, this week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, were federally charged for kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas, announced United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould. 8 of the 9 were arrested in Dallas, Texas, and Memphis, Tennessee. The charged defendants include Lontrell Williams Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., a.k.a. Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel. Actually, by the way, there was a press conference held yesterday, and I want you to listen to that moment where they talk about that one person.
Let's go. Make sure you double tapping that screen, guys. This is the complete breakdown of the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane situation as far as the paperwork and all the evidence they have.
Initial appearance yet, but agents are actively
shout out to the Gills. Appreciate it.
And bring him to court.
And I wanted to touch on that actually. Eric Bushman with KRLD. Since there's one person you're still trying to get to come in, I guess it's on request because it's the initial appearance. You would have said that you're trying to work out. Because you're going public with this, are you afraid at all that that's going to hinder eventually getting an individual in?
Agents are working to find him. The complaint has already been unsealed, and a number of these defendants have had their public hearing already, their initial appearance, and so it's already out there that this individual has been charged, and so that information is in the public record. But I trust that the agents will be able to identify this person and find them and bring them to justice. Of course, that person can turn themselves in immediately.
And I have a 32-page criminal complaint.
Oh, and he has a 32-page criminal complaint. Let's go.
That was filed in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas that I'm going to break down for you as simply as possible. I want you to know the allegations, the potential evidence, the parties, okay? Gives you an idea about what this case is about. And I got to say this before I even get into it. You're going to understand after I go through this why these individuals were arrested in light of this alleged evidence, but all of them are innocent until proven guilty. I got to say that because, again, you're going to listen to this and you might be saying, wow, the evidence against them is arguably really bad, but nothing has been proven.
Yeah, they got it on camera.
Okay, with that caveat, let's get into it. So this is an affidavit. It is a sworn statement from an FBI special agent in support of a criminal complaint. And this is the statement of probable cause that crimes were committed. Okay? It starts by claiming that on January 10th, 2026, the victims, who are only identified by initials.
Hold on real quick. I forgot I could do this.
Include RD, which we have to assume is Gucci Mane because his real name is Radrick Davis. They say they were robbed and kidnapped at gunpoint at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. Now, there was apparently a scheduled meeting between RD and suspect Lontrell Williams Jr. And apparently, this hip-hop artist is known as Pooh Shiesty, and he was reportedly signed to RD's record label 1017 Records. Now, this meeting was reportedly about a contract dispute. This is, again, according to prosecutors. And it seems that Williams Jr. wanted out. So the affidavit claims that when RD and the other alleged victims in this case and others go into this office building, they realize it's closed. So
it's like they said, Gucci Mane allegedly came, basically on business. He thought he was finna snap it up, have some drinks, and kick it with his artists, but it turned into something way different, man. It turned into a robbery, / forcible, let me out of my contract situation over there, man. But good Gucci came with good intentions, as far as what they're saying, and Pooh Shiesty had another thing in mind.
Williams Sr., this is apparently Williams Jr.'s father, was apparently trying to book a recording studio that day for his son and for RD to record music. Williams Sr. was apparently talking to this unidentified individual just known as JN, another player in this, who owns the studio. It's inside this office building. So now you get the geography, what we're talking about here. So the affidavit includes apparent stills from surveillance footage that arguably shows William Sr. speaking to someone on the phone.
Well, so this is one of the pictures right here, guys, that allegedly depicts Pooh Shiesty's father talking to somebody on the phone outside the recording studio, guys. You know what I'm saying? So they have video. They most definitely got it. And they made it, you know what I'm saying? So you seeing. Yeah, shout out to Law and Crime for breaking it all the way down.
Outside the building. I'm going to give you a little preview here. There are a lot of stills in this criminal complaint. And by the way, that helps corroborate the details. It helps corroborate the timeline. It helps corroborate the events that are laid out when you have purportedly time-stamped stills of this surveillance video. Now,
what's
an
up,
assistant
twin?
Reportedly arrives to help with production at 3:39 p.m. that day, and the affidavit.
Hold on, real quick. Let me slide this over some more. Yeah, there we go. It said, so if y'all can't see it, it says at approximately 3:39 p.m., an employee of the studio arrives to assist with production. When the employee arrived, Williams Jr., Williams Sr. were standing at the back door of the office building, engaging in what appeared to be an argument over a phone, guys. So I'm guessing Shiesty didn't want his daddy to have that phone, but daddy had it anyway, so they was arguing about it. But let's go.
Claims that this father and son duo, the Williams, is arguing with somebody on the phone. Okay, they're arguing. And I'm going to read you this verbatim. Quote, at approximately 3:43 p.m., Williams Jr. and Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, and McDaniel entered the east side of the office.
Yeah, they got a lot going.
The target suspects walked through the lobby area of the office building before going inside the studio. One individual with a dreadlock hairstyle, later identified as Gibson, can be seen on video exiting the office building and shortly thereafter
can be seen on video
returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. Again, embedded in this complaint are the apparent surveillance stills, okay?
So this appears to be a woman. It look like a woman like some hair, but I might be wrong, and this look like a purse or a bag. I'm just saying.
Now, the affidavit claims they go into the studio where the victims were, the alleged victims were, and there are stills, by the way. They included the studio lobby, the control room, the recording room. And at one point, it is alleged that Williams Jr., who was, by the way, I was blown away by this detail, was allegedly wearing an ankle monitor, okay, goes to speak to RD privately about the contract.
Which is Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So Shiesty go speak to Gucci privately about the contract, guys. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely got this on video. Let's go.
I'll talk about the ankle monitor in a second. But there is allegedly an argument, and it ends up with Williams Jr. being accused of taking out a black AK-style pistol and pointing it at RD.
Oh, man. They saying that Shiesty pulled out a black AK-style pistol, which is the Draco they be talking about, and pointed it at Gucci Man. I bet his heart dropped in his stomach when Shiesty did that. I bet you he was not expecting that at all. You know what I'm saying? South says it's a wrap. Don't drop the soap. Lord have mercy. Yeah, man, double tap that screen. Most definitely get the likes up, guys. You know, they breaking it down for us. Man, oh man. This the real Gucci right here. This ain't that slim dude. This the real Gucci right here. They should have put the slim dude up there. Because this ain't the dude, the one with the ice cream cone on his face. He would never. You know what I'm saying? They would have had to unalive my boy right here. You know what I'm saying? Shiesty, you would have had to take him out the game. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude right here wasn't going for it. This the real Gucci. The other dude, you knew that was the play Gucci. This Gucci, y'all have been in there tussling over that gun.
Allegedly demanding he sign the contract release paperwork. Now, RD allegedly complied, signed it. Again, we're assuming this is Gucci Mane. And there was the claim that RD, seemingly Gucci Mane, was not allowed to leave as he was being held at gunpoint. There are allegations that Wright allegedly recorded RD signing the paperwork and being forced to say he released Williams Jr. from the contract.
So they saying that 30 recorded Gucci Man signing the contract and basically had him verbally say that he was releasing Pooh Shiesty from the contract. Lord have mercy.
And then afterwards, it's alleged that Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring and watch and earrings and cash.
Oh man, they saying that, hold on, let's go back.
Released Williams Jr. from the contract, and then afterwards it's alleged that Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring and watch and earrings and cash.
So saying that Shiesty took Gucci's wedding ring, his watch, you know what I'm saying, and some cash, you know, from him, saying Shiesty did it, not 30, but Shiesty.
Cash. I do wonder if they have that video. Okay, I do wonder if they have that. But I'm going to read you verbatim again from the complaint. Waters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson produced handguns or AR-AK-style pistols and began to demand property from BP and MM. BP was pushed onto a couch in the control room while an individual known to BP as CMO Dam Fu and part of Williams Jr.'s crew searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and a necklace were stolen from his neck. McDaniel threatened to shoot BP for moving, but Williams Jr. instructed McDaniel not to.
Yeah, don't unalive nobody. Shiesty said, man, don't take nobody out the game, man. You know, if they go tell on us, we'll never get out. Don't fire the weapons, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. I guess that was smart on him. You know what I'm saying? That was smarter. That was smarter Shiesty right there. But this whole situation was dumb. No matter how smart he tried to be, it still don't make no sense because now you facing life, dog. Now you're facing life.
MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulting in scratches on his neck and wrist. Now, embedded in the complaint are what appear to be photos seemingly showing cuts or abrasions.
This is the cameraman that Gucci Man brought with him, guys, to film this whole ordeal. You know, Gucci Man wasn't going for no trouble. He thought they was finna make some music or something. Got there, and Shiesty was on a whole different situation. And this is the cameraman, basically got marks on his arm and marks on his neck from the situation that occurred.
On MM's neck and wrist, and there is a claim that his wallet, watches, and a Louis Vuitton bag and headphones were stolen. And if you're wondering,
they took his watch, they took his money, they took his bag, his Louis bag, his watch, and other stuff. His wallet. You know what I'm saying? They got him too. They didn't leave nobody. They shook down everybody in the studio that wasn't with them. You know what I'm saying? And then here go that big old ring that they saying that Shiesty took, which is Gucci Mane's wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? This is the ring that was allegedly stolen from Gucci Mane. You know, basically robbed and took off his finger.
About the security, right? Didn't they have security with him? Well, the claim is that the victim's security realized they were outnumbered and outgunned. Goes on to say, quote, RD was pushed onto the couch in the control room. Again, we're talking seemingly about Gucci Mane, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and
Golly, Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head. Williams Jr. is Pooh Shiesty.
RD to leave the control room in the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance video footage, the target suspects left the studio and the office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. And from there, the affidavit lays out the photos of the alleged suspects purportedly leaving the building, and also
so you get the photos of Shiesty and them taking off, man. I think they say this is Shiesty right here. You know what I'm saying? The one in the middle is allegedly Pooh Shiesty. You see the Shiesty mask. You see them leaving with the backpacks and all of this. You know what I'm saying? Up out the studio, they have all of this on video, guys.
Lays out the photos of the alleged suspects purportedly leaving the building, and also the cars.
And the cars that they was in. You see the truck. You see, looks like a Charger right here. You know what I'm saying? And a white vehicle right there. The vehicles they exited in.
That were believed to be connected to them traveling northbound. Now, how did they find the alleged suspects? So this is really interesting. We're going to start with vehicle identification. So the affidavit claims that Wright's father owns a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat with Tennessee plates. The authorities apparently use license plate readers to track the Charger following another car, a Dodge Ram.
They got too much evidence on y'all. And then remember this, y'all ain't in Tennessee. Y'all ain't in Atlanta. Y'all are in the great old state of Texas. And let me tell you something, I'm in Texas. And they make their own rules, their own laws. You know what I'm saying? If they want you, they gonna get you. And they'll make it stick by any means necessary. This is not good.
We're talking about 2:18 p.m. on January 10th. And they claim that Dodge Ram looks like the one on surveillance video near the crime scene later that afternoon. They apparently used license plate readers to also link the Charger traveling very close to a white Buick Enclave, and using rental records, they determined that the Enclave was rented by Williams Sr. Let's go to electronic location monitoring. Remember when I said the ankle monitor for Williams Jr.? Well, apparently, he was serving a sentence for federal drug and weapons charges. Home detention, had to wear an electronic monitoring device. So they're able to use location data from that.
Shiesty doing stupid stuff with a leg monitor on. Boy, you is super gangster. Yeah, you going right back where you came from. Count on it. Yeah, and let me give y'all the exclusive. I got inside information that tells me that Shiesty is being held in a federal holding center right down here where I'm at in the country, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's in the Limestone Federal Holding Facility. That's crazy.
Device.
He about to learn about this country life.
To seemingly track his apparent movements near the crime scene. And then the affidavit claims that Williams Sr. and Williams Jr. went to a Staples store earlier in the day. Why? The allegation is to print off the contractual release paperwork.
Oh, no. They done went to Staples, guys, and printed off, you know, the paperwork that they had Gucci Mane signed to release Shiesty from his contract. Wow.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Boy, they went to Staples, guys. Yeah, man. How much slower could you be? Same feds and cops working on the Mo 3 takeoff. Roy Lee, etc. Jay Prince and his sons are next. Man, this is crazy, guys. They went to Staples and printed this off, guys. Yeah, it looks like they caught red-handed. They can't say it wasn't us. I'm pretty sure they got the video surveillance from here too.
The allegation is to print off the contractual release paperwork, which again was a key part of this whole alleged dispute and incident. Now, the feds say surveillance video and GPS data put them there. Cell phone records. You know these are always key in
cell
a
phone
investigation, right?
They use the cell phone records as well.
You verbatim what it says. Stay with me. This is a big part. Investigators obtained cell phone records for Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson, and telematics location data and records for the Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Dodge Ram. Records indicate Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson traveled together from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas in the Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Dodge Ram. They left Memphis on January 8th, 2026 and arrived in Dallas in the early morning hours of January 9th, 2026. The data from Glover's electronic monitoring device aligns with these cell phone records.
Wow.
On January 10th, 2026.
Pooh Shiesty with the ankle monitor on the whole time placed him at the scene of where they printed off the documents for Gucci Mane to sign. He caught there.
Approximately 2:28 p.m. to approximately 2:46 p.m., Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram were in the area of the Windrose Tower, a location Williams Jr. resided prior to moving.
Shiesty, boy, they got you all the way in there. You know what I'm saying? They say that's where you resided prior to moving. So they got the cars leaving from the area where Pooh Shiesty was at. All of this information, man. Look at this well-informed. But these boys here ain't some, in my Slim Trim voice, these boys ain't smarter than a box of rocks. I'm just saying.
They all traveled together to the area of offense location, meaning the crime scene, arriving at approximately 3 p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information for the Buick Enclave align with the cell phone records. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram traveled together from the area of the offense location, leaving at approximately 4:50 p.m. to the area of the Star in Frisco, Texas, arriving at approximately 5:07 p.m. Look how exact this is. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson utilized towers with coverage that includes the Star until approximately 9:30 p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information for the Buick Enclave aligned with the cell phone records. Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram. I have to keep repeating it because I think it's important that you identify the different parties here and the different sources of location.
Because the daddy is part of the situation. Mother's keeper. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Daddy, like father, like son. Daddy a criminal himself. So daddy ain't gonna tell him nothing because daddy is slow as the son is. I'm just saying. Receipts are receipting like a mother. Good old cell phone technology, CCTV footage wins again, man. Yeah, these dudes, man, they better wake up. This dude say Hellcat one more time. It's a Hellcat, dog. Man, hell, you right. Yeah, daddy wasn't on the right path either, mother keeper. That's why he couldn't tell him nothing.
Traveled together from the area of the Star in Frisco to the area of the Comfort Inn, where they remained overnight. Williams Jr. and Williams Sr. remained in the area of the Star overnight. Goes on to say, cell phone records indicate that on January 13, 2026, Wright, Johnson, and Waters traveled together with the Dodge Ram from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. So, if these allegations are true, you are seeing firsthand in detail how difficult it is in 2026 in an urban environment to commit a crime and not be tracked. This is a digital world. Digital prosecution, and it can be very tough for defense attorneys to argue against the reliability of this data, particularly if you're combining different forms of data, cell phone with surveillance, with GPS monitoring, right? But you heard the Comfort Inn, by the way, according to the affidavit. The Comfort Inn records confirmed, or allegedly confirmed, that Gibson,
which is the hotel where they was some of them were staying at. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys. Wow.
paid for 4 rooms at the hotel.
All right, so it says the Comfort Inn records confirmed that Gibson paid for 4 rooms at the hotel. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage, more video from the Comfort Inn, and observed Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, and McDaniel inside the Comfort Inn, all clad in clothing similar to what the suspects in the kidnapping and robbery appeared to be wearing. Below, stills from the offense location next to stills from. All right, let's go.
So now you have financial records, documentation. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from the Comfort Inn and observed Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, McDaniel inside the Comfort Inn, all clad in clothing similar to what the suspects in the kidnapping and robbery appeared to be wearing. And in the affidavit are literal side-by-side comparisons of the alleged players, what they were seemingly wearing at the crime scene versus what they were.
Hold up, let's go back.
And in the affidavit are literal.
So they got side-by-sides of shiesty, and then right here in the corner is from the surveillance footage of shiesty being in a shiesty mask, guys. Oh, wow.
Side-by-side comparisons of the alleged players.
All right, so here goes some more side-by-sides. So here go this guy, you know what I'm saying? Right here, they show him again right there. And then here goes some from the Comfort Inn where they stayed with them in the same exact clothing that they went there. This is somebody Gibson. Let me see if I can move it over. This is Demarion Gibson right here. Let's go.
What they were seemingly wearing at the crime scene versus.
Here goes somebody else. Hold on, they flipped through that real quick on him. Hold on.
Comparisons of the alleged players, what they were seemingly wearing at the.
All right, so then you got this dude right here. Here go from the surveillance footage at the studio, you know, and I think this is from the hotel, well, the Comfort Inn where they stayed. Same clothing, guys. Look on the back of the jacket right here. You know what I'm saying? Same thing on the back of the jacket right there. Lord have mercy, man. Woo-wee, man. These dudes ain't very smart.
Crime scene versus what they were seemingly wearing.
All right, so then we got this guy right here. Standing here, he got on the shiesty mask. Notice what he has on his jacket, the stripes, you know, this, that, and the third. I thought they was shiesty, but I guess this ain't shiesty. It's somebody else. But look at the jacket, you know what I'm saying? Look at the jacket. Look at the hairstyle. Same person, no shiesty mask. Fools.
The Comfort Inn. Again, all allegations, but you see.
Go another one. You know what I'm saying? Here go this guy right here. You know, you see him walking in from the frontal. They also got the back. And then they got him at the hotel where they stayed at the Comfort Inn with no mask on. You know what I'm saying? In the same style clothing. Look at the front of the jacket right here, guys. Look at the front of this jacket. Look at the markings. Look at those markings. Same person. That's what the police gonna say. They're gonna say this is the same person without the jacket being zipped up to the neck. Lord have mercy.
Why this is
got him red-handed.
There's also a section
got him red-handed.
Investigators found prints, so we're talking fingerprints, latent prints, of Gibson and Rogers on these red Solo cups too that were apparently left at the crime scene. We move on to social media.
So now we on social media, guys.
Next level, okay?
Next level.
Apparently investigators compare the descriptions of Williams Jr. from the victims, like how they described him, to an Instagram account at Pooh Shiesty. And investigators say it shows a match. And they end up doing that for Williams Sr. and Wright and Waters, and how even there are photos apparently of them together online, and how they even match state IDs with
They use their social media to match them up, guys. Yeah, man. Social media is winning a lot of cases for the laws, man. People are most definitely incriminating themselves on here, and then the laws just go find it and put you in jail.
Accounts too. And I got to call out Rogers here. Quote, on surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual.
Hold on, let's see if I can move this down. So there we go. All right, so this is for Rogers right here. You know what I'm saying? They showing, they talking about him taking the Rolex. Let's go.
Believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be the Louis Vuitton bag reportedly stolen. On January 15th, 2026, so just a few days later, Rogers posted a video on @damnfool375 showing him wearing a Rolex.
Oh, so Rogers is the dang fool. Okay, so that's the dang fool they talking about is Rogers, and he done posted to social media him wearing the Rolex, guys. On surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be the Louis Vuitton bag MM reported stolen. On January 15, 2026, Roger posted a video on @dangfool375 showing him wearing a Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman Rolex with an Oyster steel band that appears visually similar to the watch stolen from MM, who provided investigators with photographs, a receipt, and serial number for the stolen watch. Additional posts on Dang Fool show Rogers wearing shoes similar to those worn during the offense. Lord have mercy.
Team Master 2 with an Oyster steel band that appears visually similar to the watch stolen from MM, who provided investigators with photographs, a receipt, and the serial number for the stolen watch.
Yeah, they out of there.
Additional posts on @damnfool375 show Rogers wearing shoes similar to those he wore during the offense. And they embed photos allegedly showing this too.
Bam! Then he done went on social media flexing with the watch on his wrist, guys, and the backpack. Lord have mercy, man. Yeah, just tell on yourself. Do a crime, go to social media, tell on yourself, and go to jail and do the time.
From Glover's Instagram, here's a sample. January 11th, 2026.
We got Glover, you know what I'm saying? They gave up on TS the ones that didn't know what's coming. He got money and also a Rolex. Boy, these boys is crazy. Look right here. Y'all see what they say? It says Dallas, Texas. His location is right on the screen. Well, you going to jail too, buddy, for a long time. You posted your location. You can't even say you were in Dallas. Let's go.
A story featuring a large amount of cash, a Rolex visually similar to the one stolen from MM, and a location tag of Dallas, Texas.
Wow.
January 17th, 2026. A story showing
Glover with the watch on again. He flexing hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, got a new rope. This is the one that was talking about he got a new rope. But he watches a necklace. He put it all up big in the screen so you can see the watch real good. Yeah, Laws, come pick me up. I most definitely got the watch on. Look, I'm going to almost show y'all the serial number. I'm going to put it so close to the camera. Yeah, that's me.
With a Rolex that appears identical to the one stolen from MM, stating he got a new rope, believed to be slang for watches or necklaces. January 19th, 2026. Videos of...
Now, this is where it get tricky at right here with Glover. In this necklace, they saying that this necklace here potentially may not be. Well, this is how they trying to fight it. They saying that this necklace may not be one that was taken in a robbery. This may be a Scar's chain. How true it is, I don't know, but that's what social media is saying. January 19, 2026, video of Glover wearing a necklace with a 1017 pendant that appears identical to the one stolen from BP. So this could be BP's chain, or it could be Big Scars. But they saying it's Scars, but the police are saying it's Big B's. But let's go.
Glover wearing a necklace with a 1017 pendant that appears identical to the one stolen from BP. So the allegation being you didn't only steal all this, you flaunted it. Now, defense attorney...
Oh, yeah, you most definitely flaunted it. Shout out to Same Gang. He says there was an air tag in the bag, too. Lord have mercy. Yeah, man. You can't get much dumber than this.
These would say, not the same necklace, they own this. These are kind of rare items, though, particularly if you're talking about that Rolex. And I'm sure they could have a dispute about whether or not these items were actually stolen or not. But again, timing, circumstances, the potential rarity of these items, something to keep in mind. Innocent until proven guilty, problematic. Now, something else that I have to note that may be used as evidence later on. So when you apparently go to these guys' like Instagram pages, from what I could see, they're pretty much scrubbed. They might have a couple posts still up, but that appears to be it. You know, Shiesty still has a lot on it, so it's kind of hard to tell if stuff is gone from that. But if prosecutors can prove that they deleted stuff to potentially destroy evidence or try to hide from authorities, that will be interesting. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe it was deleted after their arrests for some reason or after the charges. I don't really know, but it's something I've noticed. And then in this paperwork, they do something that I think is really interesting, and I'll just say kind of refreshing, because in this criminal complaint, at least for my analysis purposes, they really list out the evidence against each defendant very clearly. So, for example, Lontrell Williams Jr., eyewitness accounts state that Williams,
which he's talking about shiesty, guys. Remember, he's junior, so this is stuff that's going on with shiesty right here. He's finna report on.
Jr. brought RD into the recording studio and demanded
shout out to
that
Jay
RD
Stevens for being a member for the last 26 months
before taking RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. Eyewitness accounts also place Williams Jr. in the room when the additional kidnapping and robberies of MM and BP occurred. Cell phone records, electronic location monitoring, and surveillance footage.
This is all the stuff they got on shiesty, guys. This is everything they got on shiesty. You know, this is what he's saying. He's saying these are what they have on Pooh Shiesty.
Place Williams Jr. at the offense location. Electronic location monitoring data also places Williams Jr. at a Staples location with his father, believed to be printing the termination contract prior to arriving at the offense location. And they do this again for every one of the defendants. And then it goes on to say, based on the facts set forth above, there is probable cause to believe that on January 10th, 2026, in the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas, DeMarcus Glover, Demarion Gibson, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Kadarius Waters, Lontrell Williams Jr., Lontrell Williams Sr., and Rodney Wright Jr. conspired to and committed kidnapping in violation of 18 USC 1201 A and C. By the way, when you hear like that they're together in the same room while there's other robberies going on,
this is crazy. What's up, cut up girl?
Conspiracy is an agreement to commit a crime. And, you know, what were the overt steps taken?
Did y'all hear what he said? He said, seeing that everybody was in the same room when different robberies were going on, that creates conspiracy. So that means that even though they saying that Pooh Shiesty may not have did some of the things that the other ones did, just because he was there in the room while it was going on, he's just as guilty as they are. So that I didn't take nothing from nobody, you know, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And the state of Texas is gonna make sure it doesn't work. You're just as guilty as they are. You're an accomplice, you're an accessory. You know what I'm saying? You was there, you know, you was watching it go on, you didn't call the police, you didn't report it, you're just as guilty as the rest of them. Looks like even without trying to get his hands dirty, Pooh Shiesty hands is all in it. I need to know some president did Pooh Shiesty father, one of the founders of Mob Times Records. I don't know. We have to look into that time. I have no idea. Hands on one is hands on all. Let's go. I just can't believe that nobody in the whole crew said this plan is stupid whenever they came up with it. But hey, free shoot Pooh Shiesty. Let's go. All right, so it's looking like, you know, that Pooh Shiesty is still guilty no matter what, because he was there while all of this was going on.
By the way, when you hear like that they're together in the same room while there's other robberies going on, that's the agreement, right? Conspiracy is an agreement to commit a crime. And, you know, what were the overt steps taken in furtherance of that agreement? And my understanding, if convicted, each defendant faces a sentence of up to life in prison.
Ooh, life in prison.
DOJ. I mentioned this before, I'll mention it again. There was a press conference that was held, and it happened yesterday. I want to play you some more sound from it, okay? It fills in some of the details. And again, this is the United States Attorney when asked about the victims.
This is cold-blooded, y'all.
This case really underscores the importance of standing up for crime victims, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Yes,
the incredible collaborative investigative partnerships that we have, not only in the Northern District of Texas, but across the country.
Well, I just showed y'all exactly what they had, saying gang. But you didn't, if you wasn't paying attention a second ago, when you saying the feds don't have much evidence on Shiesty, they don't have a lot on Shiesty. You right. But one thing he just said was Shiesty was there. He was in the room while people were getting robbed. So he just as guilty as the people that was robbed the people, because he was in compliance basically with what was going on. So he faces the same charge as the rest of them are gonna face. He was an accessory, dog. He called it a conspiracy. You know, that's being in agreement with these people being robbed. So hey, it is what it is, my guy.
and we are all working together to make our country safer. As far as victims go, we won't get into at this time who the victims are or not. I'm not going to get into the victim stuff at this time. I think that more will be coming out there that will help clarify, but I'm not at liberty at this stage of the investigation to disclose that.
Yeah, so at the time of this recording, authorities haven't come out and absolutely said this allegedly happened to Gucci Mane. There are protections of victims in every state and every prosecution, so you have to keep that in mind. But you know how I mentioned the evidence, right? This is the U.S. attorney talking about that evidence and the punishment.
That was one of the reasons I wanted to list off some of the evidence that has been uncovered to date. A lot of this was subpoena work, search warrant work, and things like that in order to develop the investigation. And so the agents here with me, the agents out in the field, it takes a little bit of time to identify who did this offense and build a case so that we feel comfortable bringing the charges. So actually that's pretty quickly for a federal case of this gravity and this nature. And so I'm very proud of the investigative work, and it will continue from this office as well as our FBI and our local police department.
Convicted of these charges, these arrests, how serious?
They're facing a range, so there's no mandatory minimum in this case. It's a range of punishment, and it'll be in the province of the judge, whoever gets the case. But it could be from 0 all the way to life imprisonment. And as you know, a lot of what will guide what's called the sentencing guidelines will be the individual's previous criminal history, the fact that one of these individuals committed the offense while on home confinement, so actually serving a federal offense, assuming that individual is convicted, that will be an aggravating factor for sure.
Big case, big developments, big evidence. We'll continue to monitor what happens next. But that's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And
all right, y'all. So they gave us the whole spiel, when it comes to Shiesty and Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good at all, for Pooh Shiesty, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It ain't looking good at all. When it comes to Pooh Shiesty, all the rest of them, man, seeing that they have so much security camera footage, and all these vivid details when it comes to these guys, man, is making it look real bad. You know what I'm saying? Making it look real, real bad, when it comes to Shiesty, man, and that they hitting them with that conspiracy, meaning, even if you didn't, take nothing from nobody, just a simple fact that you was in the building while all of this was going on and did not report it, type thing. Yeah, man, everybody's facing life, guys. And Shiesty, he got to be extra nervous because he was on an ankle monitor while all of this was going on, and he's already in trouble. He's on federal parole right now, and they most definitely gonna revoke it. So he may not get forever in that thing, but just like Rollo said that I showed y'all earlier, he's going to be an old man when he gets out. You know what I'm saying? And that's for my boy Gucci. Man, it looked like they done put that snitch jacket on him. I showed y'all where he basically pointed out 30 and Pooh Shiesty as being the ones that took his wedding ring as well as his wallet, his earrings and some cash off of him, guys. This is bad. And Shiesty daddy, he wasn't released at first, but he has got released now. He's on home confinement. They placed him in the home. He can't go nowhere besides to court and back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? He can't go nowhere outside the house. Shiesty, how is daddy out already, though? Well, his daddy, I seen where they said he posted the bond or whatever. So he's out. I think it was like $250,000. I may even have it over here for you to show that his dad got released. Hold on, let me see what I got over here that I didn't show y'all already. I may have showed y'all everything. I'm gonna just double check real quick. But yeah, they saying that the daddy got out. You know what I'm saying? And Shiesty can't get out. If you asking how daddy got out and Shiesty ain't out yet, Shiesty can't get out because they're gonna hit him with that blue warrant, which means he gonna have to stay there anyway, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be senseless for him to bond out, knowing that they just gonna come back and pick him up. Incriminate himself by going on the alleged robbery with a federal ankle monitor on, talking about it on multiple streams. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, it don't got. All right, so we got Pooh, you know what I'm saying, talking about some things. Let's see if he's talking about the case. Hold up.
No, man, come on, man. I don't want to try this.
Hold on. Trying to see if I can blow it up. It ain't letting me. There we go. Hold up. And they ain't letting me blow it up no more. There we go. It says, did Pooh Shiesty incriminate himself by going on the alleged robbery with a federal ankle monitor on and talking about it on multiple streams? Let's see if he talked about it.
Shit, man. I don't be wanting to try. I don't be wanting to do this shit, man. I'm a low-key nigga, man. I'm a motherfucking nigga. I'm more of a Slim from Cash Money than a Birdman type nigga, though. But, you know, I get on my Birdman shit, though. Yeah, fuck you, tell me. Cuz, why did man out here pissing on people? Shit, man. Man, what's wrong with him?
Big 30.
Get him. Cuz, you ain't no king. Hey, cuz, you ain't on meal break. Cuz, you ain't on kill that.
Got them side by side. I don't know, man. This is a crazy situation, guys. This is crazy.
Try this shit, man.
Man, our youth got to get smarter these days, man. You got to be smarter than this, youth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who raised these people. You know what I'm saying? But, man, look, you're going to do some dirt, do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you're going to go commit a crime by yourself. Can't nobody tell on you. Take all the necessary precautions. Don't come on social media bragging about it because it only puts you in the limelight, you know, when it's time to go to jail, man. I'm just saying this whole thing is crazy, y'all. It really is. This whole situation is like no other that I've seen before with all of this. With all of these videos, the technology that they was able to use to track them down, you know, it just doesn't make good sense, man. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make good sense. And it's almost like they were ready to get caught. Pooh Shiesty must have been ready to go back to jail. I'm just saying, man, it is crazy. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Hold up. Let me see if let me hold up real quick. Hold on. All right, so here we go right here. This is a person that's allegedly close to Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane that's saying that Gucci was never robbed, guys. Yeah, with all of this surveillance and all of this stuff that they talking about, he's basically saying none of that ever happened. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that all of this is untrue, you know what I'm saying, and that they playing games, you know what I'm saying? Basically, Gucci might be doing this out of spite because Pooh Shiesty chose to leave the label and go sign with Yo Gotti. Hold on, let me see if I can blow it up. There we go. Let's get it there. Let's get it there. I'm gonna have this down packed in a minute, blowing it up. It says someone close to Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty situation speaks on allegedly what really happened. Says Gucci was never robbed. Let's see what this guy's talking about. If he's credible. Hold up. Go. It's doing something I don't want it to do.
The whole truth, man. Gucci Mane was never robbed. Gucci Mane steals off on somebody with Pooh Shiesty. Shiesty never wanted the shit to happen.
He said that Gucci Mane stole off on somebody that was close to Pooh Shiesty, and Pooh Shiesty never wanted any of this to happen, guys.
Somebody asked something about that car situation. Shiesty never wanted this shit to happen.
Hold up. All right, maybe that's
a stood neutral, trying to help everything, but Gucci Mane swing for boom, jury falls off. Gucci Mane was never robbed. Never robbed. Fight, break up, fight over with. Goddamn, Gucci knows his jury didn't fail. That's when his security up the scraps, but nobody up scrap like that. Gucci Mane's jury was never stolen. He was never robbed. No contracts was never involved. None of that. And all that is a count. That's for School Up TV. Bro, got the whole truth, man. Gucci Mane was never robbed.
This is what he's saying is happening.
Steals off on somebody with Pooh Shiesty. Shiesty never
said Gucci was never robbed. Gucci stole off on somebody that was close to Shiesty.
Wanted this shit to happen. Somebody asked something about that scar situation.
Somebody asked about the scar situation.
Shiesty never wanted this shit to happen.
Shiesty never wanted it to happen.
He stood neutral, trying to help
He stood neutral.
that a Gucci man swing for a boom.
He said Gucci man swung first.
Jury falls off.
Gucci jury fall off.
Gucci man was never robbed.
He was never robbed.
Never robbed. Fight and break up. Fight over with. Goddamn, Gucci knows his jury didn't fail. That's when his security up the scraps, but no.
Says that Gucci security up the strap.
Nobody up scrap like that.
Nobody up they straps like that. Only Gucci man security up the strap.
Gucci man's jurors never stole.
Nobody never took Gucci man's jewelry.
He was never robbed.
He was never robbed.
No contracts was never.
No contracts was never signed.
Involved.
No contracts involved.
All that is count. That's for School Walk TV, bro.
All right, so he's saying he telling y'all the real spiel, even though we just sat over here and watched the whole thing from them going to go print off the contract, the release contract at Staples and all of that. This dude is saying that everything that was there, everything we done heard is a lie. He wasn't there. I hear you. He just saying all this was a lie. I guess that may be the story that they run with. You've never dealt with the feds. Sorry. Okay. He a Pooh fan to the core to come up with this kind of story. I'm just saying, well, he trying to help him have an explanation, to get out of jail for whatever happened, saying, hey, I didn't do none of that. He stole off on one of my friends. I was trying to help my friend. His jewelry fell off. Nobody didn't never take it. He a rat too. Sorry, idiot. Wow, man. I'm just saying that tripped me out when I had seen that, man. I said, man, this dude here crazy. I done watched everything, seen all the paperwork, and here you go talking about none of the stuff that they saying happened. They all, everybody lying, and Shiesty didn't do nothing. It's all Gucci fault. That's what they said, though. That's what they telling me. I don't know what y'all choose to believe, but I guess that's a good wrap-up point, guys. Hold on. Hold up. All right, so here we go. Remember I told y'all that Rollo spoke to academics. Well, he went live on his own channel as well, to speak on this situation again. That Rollo got snitching allegations too. Whether you choose to believe it or not, it's completely up to you. But I do remember at one point they were saying that Rollo was a snitch, but he most definitely spoke on this. Rollo said, I was a rich ninja in jail and I still ain't like that ish. I don't care what nobody say. I'm forever staying out of them folks' way. I'm team freedom, and whoever on that free ish with me, drop a bag and hit up. Let's see what he say.
Listen, dog, I don't want to see no nigga in jail. I ain't never sent no nigga to jail, and I ain't trying to go back to jail.
He throwing shots. He know what's going on, guys. He throwing shots because academics asked him what he thought about this. He said he was basically trying to stay free and he was staying neutral in this situation. So he went after he left from over there with academics and did this.
It's all about freedom. It's all about free shit. Everybody wants some free shit. I'm out here trying to take this shit to the next level. You hear me? And if you want to take your shit to the next level, go holler at my people. We giving away free shit. Go holler at my people. We giving away free shit for everybody that want they motherfucking freedom. It's too much money out here. It's way too much money out here not to want your freedom. I don't give a damn what nobody say. It's all about staying free. I don't give a fuck. Holler at my people. We giving away free shit for everybody that want to keep their freedom. Click. Talk to my people at next level. We giving out free shit for everybody that want to stay free. Fuck jail. We want to stay free. Hit next level dose and holler at them. Listen, dog.
So that's Rollo throwing slugs, I guess, at Pooh Shiesty. Rollo is supposed to be real close. He supposed to be real close to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He always boasts about being one of the first artists signed to 1017. So, I guess those were some slugs at Shiesty and his team, basically saying, hey, don't nobody want to be locked up. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That may be it. Hold on. All right. I want to go here too. All right, so I showed y'all this lawyer yesterday. He came back and posted again about this entire situation going on with Gucci and Shiesty. I like to hear his point of view, you know, on basically of what he be having to say when it comes to any case. You know what I'm saying? He most definitely be a reliable source, somebody you can listen to that pretty much knows what he's talking about. Let's see what he said about the new development.
Surprise, the internet has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to the Pooh Shiesty case. Case in point, let me show you the first 5 seconds of the press conference from the Department of Justice, which it sounds like they have no idea what they're talking about when they talk about the Pooh Shiesty case.
Ryan Rabel, I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday.
He just said this week, 9 individuals, including well-known music artists, kidnapped. This happened back on January 10th. Why is the internet wrong? Well, people who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, if the feds have you on video pulling a gun on Gucci while you're on home confinement, not allowed to have a gun on January 10th,
so basically, he's saying, you know, if they alleging to have Pooh Shiesty on video, you know, like the internet is saying, pulling a gun on Gucci, then they don't wait no whole bunch of days to come pick you up. They come pick you up the same day or the next day, you know, because they have enough evidence to revoke your parole or whatever. You go to jail soon, not sooner than later, you know, and this being later. But let's go.
Get arrested January 11th, maybe January 12th. By February, you're cooked. By March, you're already violated and doing your time. This is April. Now, one thing to note, I think the fact that we're in April and this came out today is telling, because Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, was fired today, and we need to turn the page quickly. But I think this case seems, you know, we'll see. I think obviously the feds have charged kidnapping, and the reason why you charge kidnapping is because it's not larceny. The guy didn't rob the recording deal rights. You're never going to prove to a jury that Pooh Shiesty had a premeditated plan to fly out to Dallas and then he's going to pull a gun on Gucci and get Gucci to sign away the contract rights. That's ridiculous. Okay, there was a lot of people in the room. Apparently,
he said he ain't believing none of it. That's ridiculous.
There was some violence in that room because the most injuries that we've heard of is some guy got like choked and there was some abrasions on his neck. Okay, so something happened. But then, like, beyond that, the feds haven't really put anything. Chill out, bro. There's so many ways to defend a case like this. One of the things that I'd be looking out for is what everybody has to say, because if there's no video footage of what happened in the room and there's 6 people in a room, then it's going to be very interesting to see what the 6 people in the room have to say. Surprise, surprise. The internet has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to the Pooh Shiesty.
All right, I seen some people down there saying his opinion. Book with a perm. Okay, so he basically saying, hey man, you know, don't jump to conclusions too fast no matter what they say, because you know he feels like it was too much time in between these guys getting arrested, you know, and basically that Pooh Shiesty could have, you know, a chance at beating this, seeing that they don't have him as far as he knows on camera doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to what him and his homeboys got to say, you know, as far as his word versus theirs type situation going on. What I don't understand is, why would Big 30 go back and steal dude's car the next day? I have no idea. Matter of fact, I ain't even know it was nothing going on with the stolen car. That stole. So 30 went back the next day and done stole somebody's car. Boy, they is tripping. You know, they doing too much. They doing too much. They was tripped. Boy, that's a trip. Went back and stole the dude's car. Well, I'll be, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll be. Well, it looked like Big 30 wanted to go to jail too. If Shiesty got to be in there, he felt like he need to be in there too. So he just complicated his situation some more. You know what I'm saying? And got himself all the way locked up too, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's super crazy, y'all. That's super duper crazy. Wow. But anyway, yeah, man, it looked like everything I had, man. I hope I brought y'all up to speed. You know, I hope you got a lot more information than you knew at first, you know, and you were able to walk away with this, you know, with some more understanding than the understanding that you had. Can't believe they were so careless, man. They didn't care. They must have been high or something. They definitely wasn't trying to hide. and get away with it. Man, look, they felt like Gucci Mane was still a street dude. You know, they was gonna be able to do what they do and get away with it. Gucci wasn't gonna say nothing. They was gonna handle it in the streets. And Gucci said, not so fast. Him and the security said, no, not so fast. Now, y'all going to jail. Yeah, well informed say game over. You ain't see the Fed said recently, man. You ain't see what the Fed said recently, man. Nah, I must didn't see it, same gang. Send it to me on IG. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely didn't see it, I don't guess. Or maybe I did and just ain't get to it. But I don't think I seen what they said recently past what they done said now, you know, with this recent update. I just brought y'all today, you know, and I brought y'all the original stuff yesterday, you know. But anyway, those are the reactions, you know, of what other people had to say about the situation, as well as what Law and Crime had to say about the situation with all the video, with all the steel frames and the paperwork, guys. You know, as far as the update on this whole situation, I most definitely keep my eye on it. And as they continue to tell me stuff, I most definitely tell it to y'all, let y'all know, keep y'all informed. You know, man, I just can't believe, you know what I'm saying, my favorite rapper, Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying, that got himself caught up in this whole situation, you know, and that Pooh Shiesty, who just got out of jail, is back, is on his way back to jail, man. It's just crazy out here, man. We got to take control of the youth, man, and let them know, you know, this self-snitching stuff got to stop. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop talking. You got to stop talking so much on social media. You can't be putting all these videos up here. They incriminating. You make the job easier for the laws, you know what I'm saying, to catch you when you're supposed to be making their job harder. You know, y'all giving them everything they need, you know, to put y'all away for a long time. And that is just crazy. Thanks for the update, Mahel, waiting on everything news patiently. Already well informed. Bunch of dummies. I agree with you, cut up girl. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Like I said, I hope I was able to bring y'all some clarity or some information that y'all did not know. Now y'all the way caught up on everything going on with the Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty situation. You know what I'm saying? All at one time, I brought y'all up to speed, man. You know what I'm saying? What is seen by the community outside is American Foundation, people, culture, non-understanding, and the interference with the community and fracture, infrastructure, development, and inner self-government. Okay, all right, man. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Well, with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of my members. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a membership, man, a lot of y'all in here know how to get you one. Get you a membership, man. I'm most definitely going to keep on bringing y'all the latest and breaking information when it comes to hip-hop, you know, and things of that nature on this channel. So if you like what you seen today, man, I most definitely don't have a problem with keep bringing it to you. Make sure you support the channel by hitting the like button, you know what I'm saying, or copying you a membership, or simply subscribing to the channel if you are new, you know what I'm saying, because I most definitely be on a day-to-day basis trying to get information across. Mahel, one of the best brothers on YouTube, giving information and insight. Thank you and appreciate you. I appreciate you too, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Glad I caught this live. I missed the live last night already, Eddie. I'm glad you was in here too. And shout out to you for putting me on game. You know, a lot of y'all don't know, Eddie put me on game when this situation first broke. We just didn't have no paperwork or no actual video yet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that to come bring it to y'all. But I actually knew on the day when all of this started happening. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to her, I knew what was going on, you know, before it even hit the news. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Eddie, for being a supporter, you know what I'm saying, of your boy. I appreciate you. And I also appreciate my members. Shout out to all of my moderators. I appreciate y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, y'all stay safe out there until I see y'all again. Y'all know how this go. Sidewalk Gang, checking out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe. I'm gone.
Hit that like button.
Haters gon' hate anyway, man.
Subscribe to the
This
channel,
in the lab live. Used to bake pies. Now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah. Go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see. It's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the bitch till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters. Shout out my moderators. They make the show greater. Main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad. They love when I was down. Now nigga up. And they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lack slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, yeah, these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey!
This in the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.